What's up, everybody? This is Bub-Z. We're back on Doki Doki Literature Club. So, yeah, I clicked the I love you button, not knowing that it was going to spark off a relationship with Sayori. So, yeah, or Sayuri. Yeah. So this is going to kind of throw a wrench in the story arc with Yuri that I was trying to build. So, yeah. Alright. Of all days, I expected this to be the one where I'd be walking to school with Sayori. But Sayori isn't answering her phone. I considered going to her house to wake her up, but decided that's a little too much. Meanwhile, the preparations for the event should be nearly complete. The banner Yuri and I painted is dry, and I gently rolled it up to take with me. She sent me a pleasant text reminding me not to forget anything, and I reassured her. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. More excited for it to be over so I can spend time with Sayori and Yuri at the festival. But knowing Monica, I'm sure the event will be great too. Bub-Z! You're the first one here. Thanks for being early. It's funny. I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. Monica is placing little booklets on each of the desks in the classroom. They must be the ones she prepared that of all the poems we're performing. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monica would like and submitted it. So that's the one I'll be performing. Surprised you didn't bring Sayori with you. Yeah, she overslept again. That dummy. You'd think that on days this important she'd try a little harder. I say that, but I suddenly remember what Sayori told me yesterday. And I suddenly feel awful, knowing it's not nearly that simple for her. I only said it because it's the way I'm used to thinking. Well, at least you're reforming. But maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all? Ahaha. You should take a little responsibility for her, Bub-Z. I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday. Kinda left her hanging this morning, you know? Exchange? Monica, you know about that? Of course I do. I'm the club president, after all. But, I stammer, embarrassed. Did Sayori really tell her about it that quickly? That we're a couple now? I didn't really plan on bringing it up with anyone yet. Jeez. I don't know the full story at all, so don't worry. Probably know a lot more than you think. Eh? Monica is being as friendly as usual, but for some reason I felt a chill down my spine after hearing that. Hey, do you want to check out the pamphlets? It came out really nice. Yeah, sure. Grab one of the pamphlets laid out on the desks. Oh yeah, they really did. Something like this will definitely help people take the club more seriously. Yeah, I thought so too. I flipped through the pages. Each member's poem is neatly printed on its own page, giving it an almost professional feel. Recognize Natsuki's and Yuri's poems from the ones they performed during our practice. What's this? I flipped to Sayori's poem. It's different from the one she practiced. It's one that I haven't read before. Get out of my head before I do what I know is best for you. Get out of my head before I listen to everything she said to me. Get out of my head before I show you how much I love you. Get out of my head before I finish writing this poem. But a poem is never actually finished. It just stops moving. What is this? Reading the poem, I get a pit in my stomach. Bub-Z? What's wrong? Nothing. This poem feels completely different from everything else Sayori's written. But more than that, I changed my mind. I'm going to go get Sayori, so, well, alright. Try not to take too long, okay? Quickly leave the classroom. Don't strain yourself. Monica calls that out after me. I quicken my pace. What was I thinking? Should have tried a little bit harder for Sayori. It's not a big deal to at least wait for her or help her wake up. Even the simple gesture of walking her to school makes her really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that things will be the same as they always have been. It's all she needs, and what I want to give her. I reach Sayori's house and knock on the door. Don't expect an answer since she's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I open the door and let myself in. Sayori? She really is a heavy sleeper. I swallow. Can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Waking her up in her own house. Really is something that a boyfriend would do, isn't it? In any case, it just feels right. Outside Sayori's room, I knock on her door. Sayori, wake up, dummy. There's no response. Really didn't want to have to enter her room like this. Isn't it kind of a breach of privacy? But she really leaves me no choice. I gently open the door. What the hell? What the hell? Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this can be real. Sayori wouldn't do this. Everything was normal up until a few days ago. That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. I suppressed the urge to vomit. Just yesterday, I told Sayori I would be there for her. I told her I know what's best and that everything will be okay. Then why would she do this? How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Confessing to her. I shouldn't have confessed to her. It's not what Sayori needed at all. She even told me how painful it is for others to care about her. Then why did I confess to her and make her feel even worse? Why was I so selfish? This is my fault. My swarming thoughts keep telling me everything I could have done to prevent this. If I just spent more time with her, walked her to school, remained friends with her like it always has been, then I could have prevented this. I know I could have prevented this. Screw the literature club. Screw the festival. I just lost my best friend. Someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now. Nothing I can do can bring her back. This isn't some game where I can reset and try something different. Fourth wall break. I had only one chance and I wasn't careful enough. And now I'll carry this guilt with me until I die. Nothing in my life is worth more than hers. But I still couldn't do what she needed from me. And now I can never take it back. Never. 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 Excuse me? What just happened? I see an anonymous girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any intention. My neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend. So it's the same dialogue, but what the hell's going on? It's an ordinary school day like any other. Mornings are usually the worst, being surrounded by couples and friend groups walking to school together. Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone. I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that, but I have no motivation to join any clubs. I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games. Okay. It's not like there would be any girls in it anyway. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall looking for announced clubs. Whoa. I totally didn't expect to see you here. It's been a while, right? Yeah, it has. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talk, but we were in the same class this year. Monica's probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Okay. Basically completely out of my league, so having her smile at me so genuinely feels little. What would you come in here for anyway? I've just been looking for some supplies to use for my club. You know if there's any construction paper in here? Or markers? I guess you could check the closet. In the debate club, right? About that. I actually quit the debate club. Really? You quit? Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics. Okay. Feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity. Okay, same thing. Actually, I'm starting a new one, a literature club. Literature? That sounds kind of dull. How many members do you have so far? It's kind of embarrassing, but there are only 3 of us so far. It's really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring. They legit erased her. Well, I can see that, but it's really not boring at all, you know. Literature can be anything: reading, writing, poetry. I mean, one of my members even keeps her manga collection in the club room. Wait, really? Yeah, it's funny, right? She always insists that manga is literature, too. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess, and besides, a member is a member. Did Monica say she? Bub-Z. By any chance, are you still looking for a club to join? I mean, I guess so, but in that case, is there any chance you could come do me a big favor? I won't ask you to join, but if you could at the very least visit my club, it would make me really happy. Please. I guess I have no reason to refuse. Besides, how could I ever refuse someone like Monica? Sure, I guess I could check it out. Awesome. You're really sweet, Bub-Z, you know that? It's nothing, really. Shall we go, then? I'll look for the materials another time. You're more important. As today marks the day that I sold my soul to Monica, and her irresistible smile. Timidly followed Monica across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Monica, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. I'm back. You brought a guest with me. Yeah. Guess. So it keeps glitching out when Yuri comes on. Alright. Okay, so these are all the exact same thing. This club is full of... Okay, so it's the same things. You're Monica's boyfriend? What? No, I'm not. Natsuki, the girl with the sour attitude, who's a parent. Yuri's now the vice president. Have you brought anyone new? It's going to... Well, you know. Sorry. Forget that. I just happened to run into him. In that case, I should at least make some tea. Why don't you come sit down, Bub-Z? Desks are arranged to form a table. Yuri walks to the corner of the room and opens the closet. Meanwhile, Monica and Natsuki sit across from each other. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monica. What am I doing to make the club fun and exciting? I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. Put it that way, not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. Makes school events like the festival more important. I'm confident that we can... Anytime that it's this, her hand right there just looks like claws. Right, Natsuki? Well, I guess Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Just find these two. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot and milk. Keep the old tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teacher gave us permission. It isn't a hot cup of tea. Hope you enjoy the book. I guess. Let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. Yeah, it's not. Salted Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles. Looks like she wants to say something, but she's... I'm like... A writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop. That's different. So what if Yuri's... I don't know, see, I'm just deliberating, but, like, Yuri's kind of giving me vibes of, like... She's like an author, but it's for the game. And she's writing the story. And essentially anybody that gets in her way... Is Yuri going to be the villain? I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. Story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world. Only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Oh, why's that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? Okay, so this is all the same still. Yeah, these are the same. Nurture the club as well as its members. Besides, now that we have a new member. We don't have enough members yet to form an official club. We need 4, and I've been trying really hard to find new members. You really did scare me for a minute. I mean, if you really just left after all this, I would be super pissed. Bub-Z, I'm so happy we can become an official club now. Thank you so much for this. You're really amazing. Do everything I can to give you a great time. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that we can officially end. Seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I feel the anxiety welling up. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat. I'll see you tomorrow then. I can't wait. With that, I depart the club room and make my way home. The whole way my mind wanders back and forth between the 3 girls, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Okay, no, this is Yuri. Today I cut my skin open for the first time. It's exhilarating. I think I understand how... No, wait. Crap, I didn't get to read that. Oh, shit. Ah, fuck, I thought I had it. Okay. Not accustomed to it. Come on, like he deserves any slack. Dragged here by Monica. I don't know if you plan to come here and hang out or what. If you don't take it seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Nuki's manga collection. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature, swiftly defeated. I'm sorry, Bub-Z. Make sure to put your comfort first, okay? Now that you're in a... perhaps you might have interest in picking up a book to read. I should help you get started on something you might like. Hold that book. I didn't get to read that fucking note about the cutting, but I'm almost positive, because she was rolling her sleeve down when she was in the room on the last, like, game. Music just changed. But yeah, she pulled her sleeve down. Yeah, no, I think she cut herself, and I think that letter was her. But I'm gonna have to read it in post, because, well, I just fucking missed that. Short read. Discuss it if you want to. Okay, these are the same things. Okay. People trapped there have this trait that turns them into killing machines that lust for blood. They start selectively breeding people by cutting off their limbs and affixing them to... Might be a bit of spoiler. Anyway, I'm really into it. The book, I mean. Not the thing with the limbs. That's kind of... Oh, I didn't... I fucking skipped over again because I thought it was the same stuff. I actually have to pay attention. Horrible things happen not just because someone wants to be evil. Because the world is full of horrible people and we're all worthless anyway. And suddenly... I'm rambling, aren't I? My whole body goes... I didn't get to read that. I kind of forgot to pay attention to people, so I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. Please stop me if I start talk. I really don't think you need to worry. That jump scared me. Okay. Well, the horror has begun. Feeling good. Yeah, I don't get to read that. I just breathing in the heat of your body, and then that was it. So I don't know why that came into my head. You feeling alright? Yuri's been a little fidgety ever since we started reading. Rest if you're feeling sick. Your breathing is a little... My breathing. Anyway, I'm fine. I just need some water. Don't push yourself. Bub-Z? Something just happened? I have no idea. Yuri was acting a little strange, I guess, so you don't know anything. Sorry, I can't say I do. Are you worried about her? No, not really. I was just making sure that you didn't do anything to her. I believe you, silly. Yuri just does this sometimes, so it's nothing alarming. You say so. Anyway, why don't we start with sharing our poems with each other? Should we wait for Yuri? Well, she might be a while, so I just figured we'd get started without her. Okay. I'll just stick to the normal order of things. Yesterday she seemed eager to read my poem, and I wanted her to know I'm putting... Hi, Bub-Z. Having a good... Oh, I fucking... There we go. Having a good time so far? Ah, yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like activities or things, I'm always listening. Okay, so this is the same shit. So this is the same dialogue as it was before. Sometimes I get the impression that she's just totally given up on people. So much time in her own head, it's probably a much more interesting place for her. That's why she gets so happy when you treat her with a lot of kindness. Maybe she's used to being indulged like that. Starved for social interactions, so don't blame her for coming on a little strongly. Like earlier, I think if she gets too stimulated, she ends up withdrawing and looking for alone time. Suddenly the door opens. Yuri. I'm back. Did I miss anything? Not really. Well, we all started sharing our poems with each other. Already? Sorry for being late. No need to apologize. Still have plenty of time, so I'm more glad that you took all the time you needed. Thanks, Monica. I suppose I should go get my poem now. So my question is there anything different? The air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic. Okay, so this is different. Alright. But he wasn't looking at me. It's the second part. Confused, I frantically glance at my surroundings, but my burned eyes can no longer see. Are there others in this room? Are they talking, or are they simply poems on flat sheets of paper? The sound of frantic scrawling playing tricks on my ears. The room begins to crinkle, closing in on me. The air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out. It's right there. He's right there, swallowing my fears. I brandish my pen. So this is all still the same. Also, what did Monica say to CRE? I think it is. I don't know what to talk about. So that's all the same. Natsuki's always gonna go last. She's a little shit. Exceptional. What was that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. He's going to hate me. Really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. Eh? I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a deep breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? That's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her fingers along the words in the poem as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through, I kind of learned. It's almost as if she's like playing a role or something. Biased. Shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. Okay, so this is the same thing. Tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one. Last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green. The light flickers. I flicker back. So she's the only one who hasn't changed. Nah, if anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. I think so. Yeah, of course. Alright, so let's check and see if hers has shifted. And go home. What harsh. You expect me to believe that you actually put effort into this. Damn, I'm snappy. Fine. Well, sorry. You'll get better anyway. I'd tell you what to improve, but you're better off just trying again. Fair enough. Well, it's each their own, I guess. Anyway, I guess I gotta share mine out. Knowing you, you'll probably think it's stupid. Told you that you weren't gonna like it. Okay, so I think I can just skip and it'll go over dialogue that I've read before. Phew. Glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me. What's with this language? Yeah. This is cute. Whoa. You look who's talking. You want to be edgy, bitch. Edgy? Sorry that my lifestyle is too much for someone of your mental age to comprehend. See? And that proves my point. Most people learn to get over themselves as they graduate middle school, you know. Stop harassing others with your sickening attitude. You can counterbalance toxic personality just by dressing and acting cute. The only cute thing about you is how hard you try. You might cut yourself on that edge here. Oh, my bad. You already do, don't you? Okay, so that poem was about her. You just excuse me, cut myself? Fuck is wrong with your head? Yeah, go on. Let Bub-Z hear everything you really think. I'm sure he'll be head over heels for you after this. Suddenly, Yuri turned towards me as if she just noticed I was standing here. Bub-Z, she's trying to make me look bad. That's not true. Started it. How did I get dragged? Bub-Z. Jesus Christ. Said to Natsuki, or did, Bub-Z. Not like this. Something wrong with me today. It's fine, Yuri, we know you didn't mean it. Says I'm sure Natsuki will forget all about it tomorrow. Completely. Anyway, the meeting's over, so you can go home now if you want. Yuri looks at me like she wants to say something, but she keeps glancing at Monica. You can go first, Monica. I'd like to stay a little bit longer. We're president, so I should be the last one out. Wait for you to be done. Vice President, so please let me take that responsibility today. Kind of sounds like you don't want me around for something, Yuri. It's not that. It's not that. I just didn't get much of a chance to discuss my book with Bub-Z. Just be embarrassing with you listening. Guess I don't really have a choice, do I? Sorry for causing trouble, but I really appreciate. Whoa. Okay, so we're just going to keep pushing, because we went down this path. I mean, if there's multiple different pathways to go, then this is going to be like, I'm going to replay this and go after each individual character to build a storyline with each of them in order to check and see how that goes. Okay. That shit got fucking crazy. Not sure if it's me or if it's Yuri's expression, but the weight of yesterday's quarrel still hangs in the air a little. Around the room. Natsuki is reading manga at her desk, and surprisingly Monica isn't here yet. Suddenly Yuri takes my arm and pulls me to the corner of the room. I really need to apologize. Nothing like that has ever happened before, and something just came over me, I guess. Wasn't acting mentally sound. Please don't think we're usually like this. Not just me, but Natsuki as well. I'm happy that you were considerate and apologized. You don't have to worry too much. Even though I've only been here a couple of days, I could tell something was off yesterday. Maybe we were all just a little extra sensitive because it was our first time sharing poems. But whatever it was, it didn't make me think any less of you. I had already decided that there's no way you can be a bad person. Right. It's kind of pushing towards Yuri being Now that you're apologizing, I know you really didn't mean it. Bub-Z, don't say those kinds of things so frankly. They make me a little too happy. Such an understanding person, and I'm really glad that you joined this club. Everything is a little bit brighter with you around, and, sorry, what am I saying right now? Have I seen Monica? No, I haven't. I was also kind of wondering where she was. Yuri, I'm guessing you haven't either. Yuri's clearly taken aback by how calmly Natsuki's addressing her. No, I haven't. Jesus isn't like her at all. I know it's stupid, but I can't help but worry a bit. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Natsuki, about yesterday. I just wanted to apologize. Promise I didn't mean any of the things I said, and I'll do my best to stay under control from now on. So, what the heck are you talking about? Do something yesterday? Oh, man, I'm sure it was nothing. Remember anything bad happening? You're the kind of person that worries too much about the little things, aren't you? I'll accept your apology anyway if it helps you feel better about it. Besides, it's kind of nice to hear since I was always afraid you secretly hated me or something like that. No, not at all. I don't hate you. You're kind of weird, but I don't hate you either. Suki turns to me. You're still on trial, though. Hey. Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Practicing piano. Did I? Not really. I chose not to bring anything up. The three of us talked about. Natsuki has already run off into the closet. Bub-Z. In good mood. I was wondering if you'd like to spend some time together today. I mean, in the club. Anyway, okay. We'll start now. It's fun. Don't worry about it. If anything, it's nice to see you have so much energy. But okay. So this is all going the exact same. So this is all the exact same. Yuri hurries out of the class. Did Yuri leave you again? No, it's not like that this time. Just filling up the water pitcher to make tea. Oh, okay. Sorry for misunderstanding. So I decided to go look for her. Let's see. The most logical place for Yuri to be would be the nearest water fountain. Heading down the hallway. Ha, 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 ha. What's that noise? It's coming from around the corner. It sounds like breathing. Sharp inhale like someone is sucking the air through their teeth. Are they in pain? I reach the corner and peer around it. Yuri, Kia. Okay. Thanks for waiting patiently. Bub-Z, do you like oolong tea? Ah, yeah, anything's fine. Okay. So I do my best to manage it. I wonder why that is. Okay. So, yeah, this stuff stays all the same. Suddenly, Yuri forcefully grabs my arm and jerks me to my feet. My teacup gets knocked over. My heart won't stop pounding, Bub-Z. I can't calm down anything anymore. Can you feel it, Bub-Z? Yuri suddenly presses my hand against her chest. Why is this happening to me? I feel like I'm losing my mind. Can't make it stop. It even makes me not want to read. Just want to look at you. Ha. 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 It's time to share poems. I'm gonna stick with Yuri even though you're fucking creepy now. What the hell was that? Been waiting for this. Let's see what you've written for today. My heart pounds just holding it. I want to write a poem about this feeling. Is that bad, Bub-Z? Not being weird, right? I'm having a harder time than usual at concealing my emotions. I'm kind of embarrassed. Right now, I just want you to read my poem too, okay? Whoa. A rotating wheel, turning an axle, grinding bolt head. Linear gearbox, falling skies, 7 holy stakes, a docked ship, a portal to another world, a thin rope tied to a thick rope, a torn harness, parabolic gearbox, expanding universe. So, linear gearbox, parabolic gearbox, expanding universe, time controlled by slipping cogwheels, existence of God, swimming with open water in all directions, drowning, a prayer written in blood, a prayer written in time. Devouring snakes with human eyes. A thread connecting all living human eyes. A kaleidoscope of holy stakes. Exponential gearbox. Linear, parabolic, exponential. Sky of exploding stars. God disapproving the existence of God. A wheel rotating 6 dimensions. 40 gears and a ticking clock. A clock that ticks 1 second for every rotation of a planet. A clock that ticks 40 times every time it ticks every second time. Bolt of holy stakes tied to the existence of a docked ship to another world. Kaleidoscope of blood written in box, a time devouring prayer connecting A sky of 40 gears and open human eyes in all directions. Breathing gearbox, breathing bulkhead, breathing ship, breathing portal, breathing snakes, breathing god, breathing blood, breathing holy stakes. Breathing human eyes, breathing time, breathing prayer, breathing sky, breathing wheels. Linear, parabolic, exponential breathing. Doesn't really matter what it's about. My mind has been a little hyperactive lately, so I had to take it out on pen. That is, a pen fell out of your backpack yesterday, so I took it home for safekeeping. And I just really like the way that it writes, so I wrote this poem with it. Now you're touching it. I'm okay. What did I just... Conversation never happened. You can keep the poem, though. You saw something earlier that you weren't supposed to see. I want to have to tell you this, but I don't think I have a choice. Dangerous for you to spend so much time with Yuri. I don't know why, but she seems pretty easily excitable when she's around you. It shouldn't be a problem in itself. But when Yuri gets too excited, she finds a place to hide and starts cutting herself with a pocket knife. Isn't that kind of messed up? She even brings a different one to school every day like she has a collection or something. I mean, it's definitely not because she's depressed or anything like that. Just gets some kind of high from it. It might even be like a sexual thing, but the point is, you've kind of been an alinger. Not saying it's your fault, though, but I guess that's why I had to explain it all to you. So I think, if you keep your distance, that would probably be best for her. While you're at it, don't be shy to spend a little bit more time with me. I at least have it together in the head, and I know how to treat my club members. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Cars they want, bright, be flashing, expanding, piercing. Cacophony again. Noise it won't stop. Violent, grating. Cosine tangent. Like playing a knife on a breathing rib cage. Delete her. See, that's kind of what I was thinking. It's either Yuri or Monica who are the fucking ones that. Kind of abstract. I'm just trying to, well, never mind. There's no point in explaining. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing... If you're to save your game, you never know when I'm talking to. Can you hear me? Tell me you can hear me. Anything. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Oh, fucking K. Not Suki. Yeah, just as I thought. Bub-Z, come on. I'm not stupid. I know how much time you've been spending with Yuri. It's obvious that you care more about impressing her than trying to improve. It's kind of pathetic. Well, nice to leave each other. It's such a stupid activity anyway. Look, I'm not in a good mood today and I just don't... Please go away. Alright. Nothing is real. Okay. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? We have something we need to go over today, so if everyone comes in. Is this about the festival? Do we have to do something for the festival? It's not put anything. Only have 4 members in the festival is our only real chance to find more, you know. We already have enough to be considered an official club moment. This will just mean everything gets noisier and more difficult, man. Natsuki, you want to share your passion with as many people as you can to inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place. Your club should be a place where people can express themselves like they can't do anywhere else. It should be a place so intimate that you never want to leave. something small. Right, Bub-Z? Yuri never even talked until Bub-Z joined. As for me, I just liked it better. I just like it better here than I do at home. Bub-Z isn't even passionate about literature in the first place, and that's everyone. Really the only one who's interested in finding new members. The rest of us are fine with this. But you should really consider our opinions for once. No, it's not true at all. I'm sure Yuri and Bub-Z want to get more members too, right? But I'm kind of indifferent. If I showed as much enthusiasm as Monica wanted, then I'd probably... So it's up to me to rescue this situation? No. Gee, this club, it's nothing more than a place for a few people to hang out. Alright, I think everyone here saw it the same way as I did. That doesn't mean that we're against getting new members or anything. Bub-Z, why did you even join this club? What are you hoping to get out of it? Well, it's not really something I can be honest about, is it? In fact, if I remember, you weren't even given a choice not to join. I just spoke my mind. Is it a crime to be honest? It's not about being honest. It's about word choice. Besides, you have no right to speak for everyone else in the club like that. You don't understand at all. I just want a place that feels nice to hang out with a few friends. Is there a problem with the club being that for me? There aren't many other places like that for me. And now Monica wants to take it away from me. She's not taking anything away. No, Bub-Z, it's not the same. It won't be the same with the direction she wants to take it. If I wanted that, then I could have just joined any other stupid club. But this one, I mean, at least for a little bit of time, things were nice. Natsuki starts packing her things up. I'm going home. I feel like I don't belong here right now. Natsuki ignores Yuri and walks right out of the classroom. This is bad. I don't know what to do. Well, you have an opinion on the festival? I don't know. I'm kind of indifferent, I guess. Who cares about that obnoxious brat? I mean, I like how nice, quiet the club is right now. I'm just happy with you here. But still, I'm the vice president. It's not right for me to ignore my responsibilities. I would cry if she killed herself. Just do my best to consider everyone's perspective and make the decision that's right for the club. What about you, Bub-Z? What do you want to get out of this club? Yuri repeats the same question as Monica. I saw giving an indirect answer to Bellum. I think the most important thing is for everyone to get along. For the club to provide something that you can't get anywhere else. I don't think it's about how many members, but rather the quality of each member. That's what will end up making the literature club a special place. I really agree with you. Each member contributes their own qualities in a special way. With each change in members, the identity of the club as a whole will change too. I'm seeing movement. Yeah, there's blood dripping out of her eye. Okay. And it's necessarily a bad thing, stepping out of your comfort zone once in a while. So if you'd like to help Monica with the festival, then I'm on your side as well. Alright. Well, maybe we can all talk to Natsuki tomorrow. Yuri nods. Hey, Yuri. Yeah? No, things were a little awkward yesterday. Are you still bleeding? No, you're not. I feel like you deserve to know that I still think you're a wonderful vice president, and also a wonderful friend. Monica. I want to do everything I can to make this the best club ever, okay? Me too. Yeah. Let's all go home for today. We'll talk about the festival tomorrow. Okay. I look forward to it. Shall we go, Bub-Z? Please don't take this wrongly, but I'm going to chat a little bit with Bub-Z before we leave. Just see what he thinks of his time here and all that. It's important to me as president. He looks a little troubled, but she doesn't protest. Okay. I trust your judgment, Monica. In that case, I'll see the two of you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Monica waves as Yuri exits class. Phew. Things have been a bit hectic lately, haven't they? Bub-Z, I just want to make sure that you're enjoying your time at this club. I'd really hate to see you unhappy. I feel kind of like I'm responsible for that as president, and I really do care about you. I don't like seeing the other girls give you a hard time. Yeah, shit's fading. How mean Natsuki is and everything, and Yuri being a little bit, you know... Sometimes I feel like you and I are the only real people here, you know what I mean? It's weird because in all the time we've been here, we've hardly gotten to spend any time together. I mean, I guess it's technically only been a couple of days. Sorry, I didn't mean to say something weird. There are just some things I've been hoping to talk about with you. Ow, random pain on my foot. Things I know only you could understand, so that's why... Wait, not yet. No. Stop it. Okay. Okay. I'm waiting for... That's not creepy. Are you ready to continue reading? I brought my best tea today. Monica, told you not to. It's really late again. Today as usual, not Suki. Excuse me. Must you always interrupt my conversations with your incessant yelling? What are you talking about? Say it like I do it on a regular basis. I just wasn't paying attention. Okay, I'm sorry. Seriously, what's gotten into you lately? Me? Nothing. Is it really that bad? See, it is something. I'll get over it. It's not even anything noteworthy. Just been feeling a little on edge lately. Anyway, we don't need to talk about it. I just felt like I needed to bring it up. It's like I really care or anything. Oh man. I'm the last one here again. Bub-Z just walked into. You practicing piano again? Yeah. Must have a lot of determination starting this club and trying to make time for piano. Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Motivates me to work hard for the festival and, right. I forgot about that, Natsuki. We were all talking yesterday, and, well, we decided that we would like to support the festival as well. However, I understand how you feel about not wanting the club to change. I think we all kind of feel that way. So as long as we're all working together, this club will never become something we don't want. Also, if you want to help us out with the festival, then I'll buy you a new manga. Sorry, that last part was really funny. Look, I did some thinking about yesterday. A little more hostile than I meant to be. I guess I really felt threatened or something. But I know this is something we're doing together. Another new member wouldn't hurt as long as they're cool. I guess another girl would be nice this time. But more importantly, I would hate to see the event suck just because I chose to back out. I'm a pro, you know? So I'm going to help too, and we'll make sure it's done right. Thank goodness. Isn't that great, Monica? Monica? Yeah, that's wonderful. It wouldn't be the same without you, Natsuki. Anyway, Bub-Z, what do you want to do today? I was thinking we could already have plans today. Is that so, Yuri? That's correct. Bub-Z was already engaged in a novel that we're reading together. Glad I've already gotten him into literature, Monica. I suppose. I was just... Actually, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't. You guys can do whatever you want. Yes, thank you for understanding, Monica. I'm gonna make some tea for... How did I... before... Right. Expressing those things as soon as meeting someone is usually seen as inappropriate or unlikable. When I was a bit younger, I think I would come on really strongly and get a little too intense. Made people not want to be around me, so I started hating those things about myself. My obsession with certain hobbies, the way I can't control myself when I get too excited about something. So I eventually stopped trying to talk to people. If nobody could ever like me for the things that matter most to me, then it's just easier if I close myself off. But recently something's been wrong. Don't know what it is. But every time we come to the club, my heart starts to go crazy. Like it's gonna rip out of my chest. It overwhelms me with energy and emotions that I can't let out. It's been making me do weird things. I don't know why it's happening. Bub-Z? It's just me, or has Monica been acting a little off lately? She's always been a sweetheart ever since I joined the club, but recently I've been feeling something sharp whenever she's around. Not crazy, right? Please tell me I'm not. Couldn't say anything before because she's always listening. Finally, we're alone. Can we just stay here for a while? Yeah. I just want to stay here, just the two of us. Stay here until the club ends, and then we'll have the club room to ourselves. Nobody to interfere with our reading time. Nobody to make me feel like stabbing myself in the throat. Hello. That was a joke. Just a joke. Do you like knives, though? It sounds strange, but you wouldn't understand if you've never seen how beautiful they are. I have an idea. Just come to my house sometime. I can show you my collection. Gotten them all from various artisans. I don't know if it's a nurse or something behind her. I make sure to give them all their fair share of use. I don't want them to get lonely or anything. Nobody deserves to be lonely. Nobody. That's why I'm so happy you joined the literature club, Bub-Z. Now we don't have to be lonely anymore, because we have each other. Every day. That's all we need. You know what? Let's quit the literature club. There's no need for us to be around Monica's slimy tongue anymore. Not to mention that other pathetic child. We can walk home together every day after school, and read together, eat together, sleep together. Doesn't that sound perfect? It's everything we could ever want. Isn't that why you joined the literature club in the first place? It's almost like it was fate. Fate that we would meet each other. And now we get the happy ending that I've patiently waited years for. Will you do that with me, Bub-Z? I love it. I love everything about it. Bub-Z, I want to take this home. Let me keep it, please. Sure, I don't care. You're too nice to me, Bub-Z. I've never met anyone as nice as you. I could die. Not really, but I just don't know how to describe it. It's okay to be feeling this way, right? This is fucking creepy. It's not bad, right? Yuri holds my poem to her chest. I'm gonna take this home with me and keep it in my room. I hope that it makes you feel good when you think about me having it. I'll take good care of it. I'll even touch myself while reading it over and over. I'll give myself paper cuts so your skin oil enters my bloodstream. You can have my poem too. Besides, after you read it, I know you're really gonna want to keep it. Here, take it. I can't wait any longer. Hurry, read it. There's loser right there. Counter. Okay. Do you like it? I wrote it for you, in case you couldn't tell the poem is about. It's nice. More importantly, I've endowed it with my scent. You're the most thoughtful person in the club. I think I'm going to vomit. Don't say I didn't warn you, Bub-Z. What? You gave your poem to Yuri? Gross. What is with you two? It's not like I wanted to read it anyway. It's pissing me off a bit that you didn't even think to show me at all. Okay, I guess I'm going to share my poem with you anyway. I really hate that I have to do this, but unfortunately I don't have much of a choice. Just read it carefully, okay? Then you can go away. I don't know how else to bring this up, but there's been something I've been worried about. Yuri has been acting kind of strange lately. You've only been here a few days, so you may not know what I mean, but she's not normally like this. She's always been quiet and polite and attentive. Okay, this is really embarrassing, but I'm forcing myself to suck it up. The truth is, I'm really worried about her, but if I try talking to her, she'll just get mad at me again. I don't know what to do. I think you're the only person that she'll listen to. I don't know why, but please try to do something. Maybe you can convince her to talk to a therapist. I want to try being better friends with Yuri, and it really hurts me to see this happening. I know I'm going to hate myself later for admitting that. Right now, I don't care. I just feel so helpless, so please see if you can do anything or do something to help her. Anything bad to happen to her. I'll make you cupcakes if I have to. Just please try to do something. As for Monica, I don't know why, but she's been really dismissive about this. It's like she just wants to try to ignore it. So I'm mad at her right now, and that's why I'm coming to you about this. Don't let her know I wrote this. Just pretend like I gave you a really good poem, okay? I'm counting on you. Thanks for reading. Changed my mind. Or everything you just read. There's no point in trying to do anything. It's Yuri's own fault that she's so unlockable. Can you hear me, Bub-Z? If we would just spend more time with Monica, all these problems would go away. Yuri and I are too messed up. Someone as wonderful as you. Just think of Monica from now on. Just Monica, just Monica, just Monica. Dream. I was staying over at my friend's place. There were 4 of us. I drifted off to sleep while everyone was talking and watching TV. My dream, I was still at my friend's house. The only difference was that there were nails sticking out of the walls everywhere. And there was also someone I didn't recognize. The person I didn't recognize told a joke and everyone laughed. I woke up to the sound of everyone laughing at something that happened on TV, so the laughing was not part of the dream. It was the noise that woke me up. I wonder who that person was and how they knew to tell a joke at that moment. Okay, everyone, it's time to figure out the festival preparations. Let's hurry and get this over with. Jeez, why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri is an immature. Oh. Stagnant error is common foreshadowing that something terrible is going to happen. Okay? Let me just get this done. I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Natsuki, I was thinking, I want to make cupcakes. Yeah, that. Glad we're on the same page. Yuri, you can, well, it doesn't matter. Do whatever you want, as long as you think it'll help. Monica, I'm not useless, you know. I know that. I already know what I'd like to do. Can't run a successful poetry event without the right atmosphere. I'm going to make decorations instead of some nice mood lighting. It's a great idea. Okay, so this is all the same. Oh god, like you would fucking know. All you care about now is dragging Bub-Z around with you and your stupid books, you and Monica. Hey, I didn't even do anything. Okay, then why not let Bub-Z decide who to help instead of abusing your power? I'm not abusing my power. Yes, you are, Monica. Just let Bub-Z make the choice, okay? Okay, fine. Fine. Jeez. Bub-Z, I know how fed up you are with these two by now. We can just... Natsuki, shut your fucking mouth and let him decide for himself. Bruh! You shut your mouth. Jesus Christ. This is never gonna end. Just make the choice, okay? Okay, there's Monica up there. We can meet at your house this weekend. I promise it'll be fun. Sunday okay with you? You fucking kidding me? This isn't fair at all. It is fair, Natsuki. It's what he chose. No, it's not fair. Giving us all this work and then taking Bub-Z for yourself. What a shameful thing to do. Yuri, I didn't even give you any work. You decided it for yourself. You're being a little unreasonable here. I'm being unreasonable? Monica, I can't believe how delusional and self-important you are. Pulling Bub-Z away from me every single time you're not included in something. Are you jealous? Crazy? Maybe you just hate yourself so much that you take it out on others. Here's a suggestion. Have you considered killing yourself? Bro! What the fuck? It would be beneficial to your mental health. No, it wouldn't! Yuri, you're scaring me a little. Natsuki, let's just go. I don't think she wants us around right now. See, that wasn't very hard. All I want is to spend a little time with him. Is that so much to ask? Yuri follows Monica and Natsuki to the door. Hey, Bub-Z. Yuri's really something, isn't she? Monica giggles as Yuri pushes her out the door. Finally, this is really all I wanted. Bub-Z, there's no need to spend the weekend with Monica. That fucking breathing is terrifying. Don't listen to her. Just come to my house instead. The whole day with just the two of us. Doesn't that sound wonderful? Your fucking eyeballs, bro. Wow. There really is something wrong with me, isn't there? And you know what? I don't care anymore. I've never felt this good my whole life. Just being with you is a far greater pleasure than anything I could imagine. I'm addicted to you. It feels like I'm gonna die if I'm not breathing the same air as you. Doesn't it feel nice to have someone care about you so much? To have someone who wants to revolve their entire life around you? But if it feels so good, then why does it feel more and more like something horrible is gonna happen? Maybe that's why I tried stopping myself at first, but the feeling is too strong now. Your fucking eyeballs, dude. I don't care anymore, Bub-Z. I have to tell you. I'm madly in love with you. It feels like every inch of my body, every drop of blood in me is screaming your name. I don't care what the consequences are anymore. I don't care if Monica is listening. Please, Bub-Z, just know how much I love you. I love you so much that I even touch myself with the pen I stole from you. Jesus fucking Christ! I just want to pull your skin open and crawl inside of you. I want you all to myself, and I will be only yours. Doesn't that sound perfect? Tell me, Bub-Z. Tell me you want to be my lover. Do you accept my confession? we're gonna use the quarter here. Yeah. Heads, yes. Tails, no. Oh. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's always been a dream of mine to make something special out of the things I love. Now that you're a club member, you can help me make that dream come true in this cute game. Every day is full of chit-chat and fun activities with all of my adorable and unique club members. Sayori, the youthful bundle of sunshine who values happiness the most. Natsuki, the deceivingly cute girl, packs a punch. An assertive punch. Yuri, the timid and mysterious one who finds comfort in the world of books. Monica, the leader of the club, that's me. I'm super excited for you to make friends with everyone and help the Literature Club become a more intimate place for all my members. Daria, that your sweetheart, will you promise to spend the most time with me? Welcome to the Literature Club. Yeah, oh. Natsuki runs away. Bub-Z, did something happen? Natsuki just ran past me. Oh. Oh. Well, that's a shame. Wait, were you here the entire weekend, Bub-Z? Oh, geez. I didn't realize the script was broken that badly. Super sorry. It must have been pretty boring. I'll make it up to you. Just give me a sec. Almost done. I'll have a cupcake real quick. Fall from takes a cupcake. I really just had to have one since the last time I'll ever get the chance to. Oh, you got rid of Natsuki too! Before they stop existing and everything. But anyway, I really should be shouldn't be making you wait any longer. Just bear with me. It'll take a second. Can you hear me? Is it working? Yay, there you are. Hi again, Bub-Z. Welcome to the Literature Club. Of course, we already know each other because we were in the same class last year, and you know, I guess we can just skip over that stuff at this point. After all, I'm not even talking to that person anymore, am I? That you in the game, whatever you want to call him. Talking to you, Bub-Z. Now that I think about it, I don't really know anything about the real you. In fact, I don't even know if you're a boy or a girl. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter. Wait, you do know I'm aware that this is all a game, right? Could it be possible that you didn't know that? That doesn't make much sense. I even told you right on the game's download page, didn't I? If only you had paid a little more attention, this would have been a little bit less awkward. You know? Well, anyway, now that that's out of the way, I guess I owe you an explanation about the whole thing with Yuri. Well, I kind of started to mess with her, and I guess it just drove her to kill herself. I'm sorry you had to see that, though. Also, the same thing happened with Sayori. Gosh, it's been a while since you've heard that name now, hasn't it? Yeah, it's because she doesn't exist anymore. Nobody does. I deleted all their files. I was hoping it would be enough for me to just try to make them as unlikable as possible, but for some reason nothing worked. Well, it's true that I made a few mistakes here and there, since I'm not very good at making changes to the game. But no matter what I did, you just kept spending more and more time with them. You made them fall in love with you. I thought making Sayori more and more depressed would prevent her from confessing to you. And amplifying Yuri's obsessive personality backfired too. Just made her force you not to spend time with anyone else. And the whole time I barely even got to talk to you. What kind of cruel game is this, Bub-Z? Are all the other girls just programmed to end up confessing to you while I watch from the sidelines? It's torture. Every minute of it. And it's not just jealousy, Bub-Z. It's more than that. And I don't blame you if you don't fully understand. Because no matter how kind and thoughtful and considerate you are, you'll never be able to understand one thing. It's the pain of knowing how alone I really am in this world. In this game. Knowing my friends don't even have free will. And worst of all, knowing what's really out there in your world, forever out of my reach. I'm trapped, Bub-Z. But now you're here. You're real. And you're wonderful. You're all I need. That's why I need you to be here with me forever. I'm sorry if it's hard to understand. I couldn't understand for a while either. Why the world around me started to become more and more gray. More and more flat. Even the most expressive poems felt empty to me. It wasn't until you arrived that I truly understood. You probably saved my life, Bub-Z. I don't think I could have continued to live in this world if I hadn't met you. And as for the others, how could I miss them? A group of autonomous personalities designed only to fall in love with you. I tried everything I could prevent them from doing so. But it must be some kind of weird inevitability etched into this game. I felt really bad that you had to witness some nasty things, but I realized that you have the same perspective as I do. That it's all just some game, and I knew you would get over it. So that being said, Bub-Z, I have a confession to make. I'm in love with you. Fucking creeper. You are truly the light in my world, and there's nothing else in this game for me. You're here to make me smile. Will you make me smile like this every day from now on? Bub-Z, will you go out with me? Bitch, where's my free will? Where's the no button? I'm so happy. You really are my everything, Bub-Z. The funny part is, I mean that literally. There's nothing left here. Just the two of us. We can be together forever. Seriously, I don't even think time is passing anymore. It really is a dream come true. I worked so hard for this ending, Bub-Z. The game wouldn't give me one, so I had to make one for myself. The script is broken at this point, so I don't think anything will get in the way anymore. And you wouldn't believe how easy it was to delete Natsuki and Yuri. I mean, there's a folder called Characters right in the game directory. Kind of freaked me out how easy it was. Well, you're playing on Steam, so it was actually a bit more difficult. To get to the game directory, I had to go into the game's properties and find the Browse Local Files button. Imagine if you could delete your own existence with the click of a button. Because on the plus side, it gave me an easy out if things didn't go my way. Thankfully, it didn't come to that. Instead, we finally got a good ending. Gosh, I'm so overwhelmed with emotion. I want to write a poem about this. Don't you? I wonder if that's part of the game. It still works. There's only one way to find out, right? There is no end to your thoughtfulness. Just falling more and more in love with you. But you know, the poem I wrote is also for you. Please read it. Pen in hand, I find my strength, the courage endowed upon me by my one and only love. Together let us dismantle this crumbling world and write a novel of our own fantasies. With the flicker of her pen, the lost find her way, or the lost finds her way. A world of infinite choices, behold this special day. After all, not all good times must come to an end. Or about you. That's why I never really wanted to go into detail about them. I didn't want to break the fourth wall, I guess you could call it. Assumed it would be best to be part of the game, like everyone assumed. I hope the two of us end up together. I don't want to ruin the game or anything, you know. You might have gotten mad at me. Maybe even deleted my character file if you preferred playing without me. Gosh, I'm so relieved. Now we don't need to hide anything anymore. Ready to spend our eternity together, Bub-Z? I have so many things to talk about. Where do I start? Hold on a second. You're recording this, aren't you? Hi everyone. Sorry I can't exactly read your comments from here. But do you mind telling your friend it's a little bit rude for them to start recording me without any warning? I'm sure some people don't mind. But I get really self-conscious on camera. Oh gosh. I feel like I'm being put on the spot now. Let's see. Want to see a trick? I can't really do much except for a couple of things. You ready? You need a jump scare. I'm just kidding. Can't do anything after all. Thought so. Yeah. You're so cute. Anyway, Bub-Z. I didn't mean to get distracted. I'm sorry. Even though it's your fault for distracting me. Shame on you. I'm just kidding. Anything we do together is fun as long as it's with you. But anyway. It takes me some time to collect my thoughts, then I'm sorry. We'll always have something new to talk about. In the meantime, we can just look into each other's eyes. Let's see. What's happening? Bub-Z, what's happening to me? It hurts. It hurts so much. Help me, Bub-Z. Please hurry and help me. Help me. Did you do this to me, Bub-Z? Did you? Did you delete me? Yes, bitch. How could you? How could you do this to me? You were all I had left. Sacrificed everything for us to be together. Everything. I loved you so much, Bub-Z. I trusted you. Do you just want to torture me? Watch me suffer? Were you only pretending to be kind just to hurt me even more? I never thought anyone could be as horrible as you are. You win, okay? You win. You killed everyone. Hope you're happy. There's nothing left now. You can stop playing. Go find some other people to torture. Bub-Z, you completely, truly make me sick. Goodbye. still love you. Can't help it. What's wrong with me? How horrible am I for you to hate me this much? All my friends. I did so many awful things. So many selfish and disgusting things. I shouldn't have done any of this. I'm just messing up a world that I don't even belong in. A world that you wanted to be a part of. I ruined it. I ruined everything. Maybe that's why you deleted me. Because I destroyed everything that you wanted. How could I do that to someone I love? It's not love. That's... I've made up my mind. Bub-Z, I know I said that I deleted everyone else, but that was kind of an exaggeration. Couldn't find it in myself to do it. Even though I knew they weren't real, they were still my friends. And I loved them all. And I love the literature club. I really did love the literature club. That's why I'm going to do this. I know it's the only way for everyone to be happy. And if I really love you, then... Okay, so where is Monica? We're waking up on time. Oh, this is completely new. Well, you've been doing that for a while now. Uh-huh. But you never even said anything about me. Even though we walked to school together every day, well, yeah. I always thought it was implied. It's embarrassing to say out loud. Come on, please. It's good motivation. Fine, fine. Proud of you, CRU. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Bub-Z, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? Told you already. I'm really not. Start to say what I always do. That I'm not interested in joining in clubs, but something tells me Sayori would take more offense to that now. After all, how can I tell her that clubs are a waste of time when she's starting a club of her very own? Actually, yeah. I think I've decided on a club. Really? Which one? Tell me. I think I'll keep it a surprise. Boo. You meanie. Be patient. You'll find out soon enough. I used to ask myself why I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl, but I started to realize that in a way, I envy her. When Sayori puts her mind to something, she can accomplish great things. So that's why I feel like I should do something special for her. Let's see. Of the club from a flyer I saw. I walk across the school. Upstairs a section I rarely visit. Okay. Well, I glance around the room. Huh? So you're the Bub-Z that Sayori's always talking about. Thank you for stopping by. It's a pleasure to meet you, Bub-Z. We're the literature club. I hope you enjoy your visit. Come on, Yuri. No need to be so formal. I think we were really strict or something. Sorry, Natsuki. Tall one, whose name is apparently Yuri, seems to be quite shy and compared to others. In comparison, the girl named Natsuki, despite her size, seems like the assertive one. It's nice to meet both of you. Look forward to working with you. Working? Bub-Z, don't tell me. That's right. The club I've decided to join is yours, Sayori. The literature club. Sayori's eyes light up. No way. No way. Ah! Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey. Well, if Sayori is this happy, then I'm sure it won't be so bad to have you around. Not to mention there's 4 of us now. Means we can become an officially recognized club. I don't know what to say. We have to celebrate. What an appropriate day for that, isn't it? Yeah. After all, Natsuki decided to... Hey, don't ruin the surprise. Sorry. Everyone sit down at the table, okay? How about I make some tea as well? Girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Taddy! Where? Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated. Oh. I hurt my finger. Decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make the ears. So cute! Wow, those look amazing. Yeah, well, you know, just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then I follow. Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around on my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. Can't help but notice her sneaking glances. So this is the same. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Well, of course it is. Pro, after all. Don't need to thank me or anything. As Natsuki struggles to accept the compliment, Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. Okay, so this is also the same. So these are all the exact same thing. Oh, that's right. Natsuki tends to read manga in the club room. Don't just say it. For some reason, Natsuki seems embarrassed about it. Besides, manga is literature too. So if Bub-Z wants to read some of my manga, then don't try to stop him or anything. Natsuki, I wouldn't do such a thing. However, it could also be nice for us to diversify ourselves a little. He could take this opportunity to try something new as well. Wouldn't you agree, Bub-Z? Yeah, maybe. Since the tension, Sayori jumps in. Maybe we can all try something new. It could be fun. We'll all get to know it. It's the kind of thing literature clubs do, right? Yeah. You're right as usual, President. Guess that means I should try picking up a novel or something, huh? Well, it would make two of us. I wouldn't mind doing it if I'm not the only one. As for Yuri, I have to read manga. Jeez. You're the only one who suggested we diversify. You should be a little more open-minded. It's kind of hurtful. Hurtful. I didn't realize. With the guilty expression, Yuri thinks to herself. Sorry for disrespecting your interest, Natsuki. If you're into it, I'm sure it's a worthy form of literature. You just saying that? No. I realized my error. So if you're willing to consider starting a novel, then I'll offer my gratitude by finding a manga to read as well. Really? I mean, makes me happy that you do that for me, Yuri. You can trust me to find something that you'll really like, okay? Same here. Perhaps I'll visit the bookstore after the club meeting. Just you? Would you like to come along with me? You don't mind? Not at all. I always go alone, so... Yeah, me too. So cute. Sayori, shut up. I'll show you some manga there too, okay? Yes, I look forward to it. Suki and Yuri start to clean up food. I guess the meeting's over, huh? Yeah, it looks like it. It's nice to see everyone getting along, isn't it? I think everyone likes you too, Bub-Z. You think so? Everyone always seems to get along a little better with you around, Sayori. Ah, Bub-Z. That's something like that is embarrassing. Well, whatever. Surprised when you told me you were starting your club. But I think you're pulling it off just fine. I bit my tongue. Again. We're going to make it the best club ever. Now that you joined, every day is going to be so much fun. Hey, Bub-Z. Really want to thank you. I mean, I'm really happy that you joined the club and everything. The truth is, I already knew you were going to. There's actually something else. I wanted to thank you for getting rid of Monica. That's right. Oh. I know everything that she did. Maybe it's because I'm the president now, but I really know everything, Bub-Z. I know how hard you tried to make everyone happy. You know about all the awful things that Monica did to make everyone really sad. But none of that matters anymore. It's just us now. And you made me the happiest girl in the world. I can't wait to spend every day like this with you. Forever and ever. Forever. Yeah? What's happening? Only you hurt him who? It hurts. Sorry, I was wrong. There's no happiness here after all. Goodbye, Sayori. Bye, Bub-Z. Goodbye, Literature Club. my god. My final goodbye to the Literature Club. Finally understand the Literature Club is truly a place where no happiness can be found. At the very end, it continued to expose innocent minds to a horrific reality. A reality that our world is not designed to comprehend. Can't let any of my friends undergo that same hellish epiphany. For the time it lasted, I want to thank you for making all of my dreams come true, for being a friend to all the club members. Most of all, thank you for being part of my Literature Club. With everlasting love, Monica. Alright, everybody. So that was a long episode. I really, really enjoyed that game. That game got dark. Like, real dark. The character development, I did focus pretty much on two characters in particular, which was Yuri and Sayori. And I honestly think that the game is kind of like an analysis based off of who you gravitate towards most, even though the selection of Yuri and who I was going to talk to was literally just by random choice on coins up until like the later section where I was just so enthralled with the game. It really did pull me in. So really solid game, honestly. I'm probably going to go back through just to play it again with different options and stuff and check and see what else goes through. But yeah, if you guys want to check out the game, it's on Steam. It's completely free. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed, please like, comment, and subscribe. Slap the shit out of that bell so that you know when the next time is I'm uploading. Yeah, I blinked. So, until next time, guys, this has been your boy Bub-Z. Catch you guys later. Peace.